Well, first of all, Mayor Cooper, how are you doing with this fire? Have you been evacuated from your home? Where are you at with all of this?
So all of Medical Lake has been evacuated. Of course, I've been on site with Command Central for most of the time, except for a few hours. So all of Medical Lake is evacuated and still under level 3 evacuation.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. The support from the everyone has just been phenomenal. The community, um, Spokane County, Airway Heights, Cheney, City of Spokane. Um, it's just been amazing. And then my own staff as well. The churches, the nonprofit, everybody, and the community itself has just been so great. The fire department, I think we had probably 5 fire departments, but under the command of Chief Rohrbach, who is Fire District 3, that's our fire department. Just the coordinated response has been incredible. So I'm just grateful.
And so I know you've been really in the thick of it with the response and getting people where they need to be, providing resources. I wonder, have you had a chance to go back and see the city of Medical Lake? Have you had a chance to see what the fire has done to the area?
I took a tour early this morning, the early daylight hours, and it's pretty devastating, not only in the city of Medical Lake, but of course down through Silver Lake and going out toward Four Lakes. So I've toured all of that area. The loss is really great. It was the houses that did burn are burnt to the ground. Um, and it was just the fire. It was so hot and so fast that it was the embers, and they would land in like in the backyard, a block or two away, and start another fire. And so it was spotty, and and we still have fires burning in Medical Lake because of all of those hot spots. So I want to say to the public, please don't try to come and help us. Let emergency responders take care of us for right now. We're working internally to take care of things. So please don't try to come and help. Donate to the Red Cross. Watch that that incident response website. They'll let you know when the evacuation is lifted for Medic Lake, but right now they're not letting anybody in except for first responders and critical people that should be here.
Mayor Cooper, I want to hear your thoughts. I mean, seeing that you mentioned there are homes that burned all the way to the ground. What went through your mind seeing this in your town?
So I've experienced a house fire and had another family member the same. So I understand the trauma and the devastation that these people are going to feel. These are my friends. I'm driving by homes that I know the family. So, it touches me, deep in my heart. I'm praying for them. I'm thankful for the Red Cross. Over 100 people have been sheltered with the Red Cross because the evacuation was so fast. Um, so just my thought is that two things. It's devastating, but also we are a very strong community. And I'm already thinking, how are we putting the plans together to rebuild, to regroup, to help everybody? The school district has been calling, the churches have been calling, nonprofits, all of the elected officials in the region have reached out to me, and everyone is saying, just let us know when you're ready, and everyone's going to come and give you what you need. And that is just so comforting. So I'm encouraged by the community. I really am. So
It's always impressive to see just how much our community shows up to support one another. It's always very impressive to me.
mhm.
That can't be easy. Seeing friends' homes, family homes, that you know. I wonder, are there any landmarks that stood out to you that are no longer standing? I know a lot of people here at the evacuation shelter are concerned about the schools, the elementary school versus the middle school. Were you able to see just kind of how things are looking there?
Yes. Um, so this is how I've been phrasing it today. The loss was great. What was not lost was great. So we have a lot to be thankful for. All of the schools are standing. All of the businesses are standing. City Hall is standing. The library is standing. The post office is standing. All of the businesses, a grocery store, every business is standing. Homes were lost. That's the tragedy. But I want to reassure the community that as soon as we get this fire contained, it's safe to come back. We will have the resources to help our community rebuild. I'm confident in that.
And I'm sure they appreciate hearing that confidence for sure. Mayor Cooper, we have evacuees at the Spokane Falls Community College at the evacuation shelter. Many of these evacuees don't know what's next for them or if their home is still standing. So, what is your message to Medical Lake residents?
First of all, I want to say to my Medical Lake residents that I love you. My heart is with you. See, now you touched a nerve. And that it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Be patient with us while we uh, get the important things taken care of so it's safe for you to come back. It'll be unfortunate if you've lost everything, but we are here to help you. We're a community and you are not going to be left to solve this on your own. And so uh, try to be patient and try not to worry. We're taking care of business.
I'm sure you've gotten a lot of calls too from not just staff but people in the community that you're the Medical Lake is a tight knit community. I've done
Mhm.
stories out there, and so I'm sure you've been getting a lot of calls from how what's been the response that you've heard from people in the Medical Lake community.
Um, they love us. They're praying. They're believing that this will have a good outcome in the end. And just mostly just an outpouring of tell us what you need and we will be there. Volunteers. One church called and said they've called in a national organization, Convoy of Hope, who is planning to come. Um, and then, of course, the Red Cross is doing a great job. Another church has said that they're ready with their entire congregation to come and volunteer as soon as the doors are open. They said, tell us what you need. Uh, and so just the people, the care, the resources that are being sent our way, and thanks for your prayers, everybody. Let's all pray that the smoke dissipates so that the airlift or the air water support can come in and really knock that down. Right now, it's a ground fight, and we really need that air support to be able to come in. I believe we could knock this down in a hurry if we could just get the water um, from the air. But right now, the visibility is so poor that they can't come. So let's all agree in prayer on that, okay?
What can you tell me? You mentioned you stepped out from working with some folks. What are you working on right now today?
So currently, I spend a lot of time today up in the hospitals, Lakeland Village, Eastern State Hospital, Westlake. These are the most vulnerable in our community. They've been traumatized. The staff are, struggling a little bit, I think, but all of the residents are safe. The residents do not seem to have been too traumatized by it. They're fed, they're cared for, they're safe, but they've had to shelter in place. We didn't have any power. They didn't have Wi-Fi, which they're dependent on for their medication disbursements. And so it was just critical. And also the staff, um, when they were told to shelter in place, they kept a low level of staff. They needed everyone to come back today. So there's no place for the folks to get something to eat. The cafeteria can't operate right now. So trying to get food for the staff. The Wi-Fi stood up. So I'm right here at Lakeland Village right now. We have Wi-Fi. Working with PDA out of Spokane, Broadlink. I sit on that board. And we were able to get the Wi-Fi operational at Eastern State Hospital and Westlake. And now we are standing that up right now at Lakeland Village. So within the hour, they will have Wi-Fi and it'll be here as long as they need it. And it will also provide Wi-Fi for the entire city for as long as we need it during this emergency, which is wonderful. Thank you, Broadlink.
So that's where your efforts are focusing on are the most vulnerable in the community right
Yes.
now that aren't
Mhm.
able to leave. Yeah. I
Yes.
think those are all the questions I have. I wonder, you kind of touched on this, but I don't know if there's anything else to add as far as what is the biggest challenge that your community faces right now as we're going forward?
The biggest challenge is just ha I want people to know to just be patient. Everyone's anxious. They want to get back. They want to see what's happened, what's the condition of their home, those sorts of things. That's the biggest challenge is understanding how badly people want to get back and see the status of their property. But just asking you to be patient, wait just a little bit longer. And as soon as we can, the county will lift that emergency evacuation order and watch their website, and as soon as we can, we will let you back in.
Well, thank you so much, Mayor Cooper, again,
Yeah.
for chatting with me. Do you think you'll have? I know, like you said, you've got things that you're working on. Is there any chance that we may see you come up to the shelter to visit with folks here? I don't know if that's kind of on your radar.
It is today. I'm not going
Sure.
to be able to get away today. We have a lot of things, infrastructure things we're working on in our own city, but
You're
I'm
keeping
hoping
boots
that
on the ground,
tomorrow.
right? Yeah.
Yes, there's a lot to manage right now, but tomorrow after I have incident response meetings, two in the morning, one at 6 and one at 10 o'clock, I will try and come by the shelter then and talk with Medical Lake folks and try to answer some of their questions. Well, hopefully give them some well-informed answers.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Okay.